Hello everyone, it's Angel Santiago, your realtor. So basically everybody is well aware of the one time that a property has to sell in order to transfer from a seller to a buyer. What a lot of people don't know is that there's actually 3 times in the process that a property has got to sell in order for a transaction to go through. The very first one would be the one that most people are familiar with, and that's when a seller and a buyer come together with their respective agents and they determine that they want to engage in a real estate transaction. The seller wants to sell the house, the buyer wants to buy that same house. They go into negotiations, they agree to a sales price and contract terms, and they go under contract. That's the first sale. After the property goes under contract, it's very likely that the buyer's gonna want to do a home inspection. And that's the second sale. At that time, the buyer, at their own expense, is gonna bring in a home inspector and lift open the hood and really try to nitpick everything that's going on with the property. Very likely the same thing that you did at the time that you bought your home. Now, there's definitely strategies, and we need to make sure that we do everything correctly so that you as the seller maintain the leverage throughout the whole process. Now, last but not least, the third and final sale of the process is the property appraisal. At that time, the buyer's lender is going to send a property appraiser to determine that the value at which the property is being sold is justified. So we need to make sure that we price the property appropriately so that the appraiser agrees. And at that time, we don't have any issues with appraisal and the transaction flows smoothly. Now, if you've recently thought about selling, let's have a conversation and let's determine whether it makes sense or not to work together at this time to get your property sold and maximize your earnings.